Hi, and welcome back. My name is Elna and for this video, I'm going to show you the mistakes you are probably making with your freelance writing niche. The first mistake you might be making is being in an oversaturated market. Now, in 2021, there were over 67 million Americans that became freelancers. And in Europe, 3 million became freelancers. On Upwork, there are 59 million freelancers. If you are on Upwork or you are on Fiverr, you are in an oversaturated market. When you join these freelance marketplaces, you suddenly lose value in your writing and have to fight for rates. This is why I don't talk about Upwork in my blog. When you pick Upwork as your freelance platform, they use a commodity model. All right. So when clients write up their job ads for freelance writers, they fill up a form provided by Upwork detailing the job requirements. There's no wiggle room for expert knowledge, and they offer a lower rate if you simply tick off the boxes they require. Now, positioning yourself as a commodity like this means you're working underneath these Upwork clients or any clients that want the cheapest writer. But you're a new freelance writer, a new copywriter. So you take the job they give you and you complete it and get paid. Now that may sound all well and good when you're looking to make a little bit of money, but in this case, price becomes the biggest factor when it comes to hiring you, not your value, not your relationship or your professionalism or your skills. How can you fix this? Now, the biggest factor to changing clients' perception of you is to build strong relationships with them. Now, just imagine your friend or your uncle will pay your value as a writer, correct? They're not going to cheapball you and make you do something for them at a cheap rate. No, because you have established a relationship with them. Now, to do this online, you want to make sure you get off on the right foot by having clear expectations about the project's detail. This will help to prevent any arguments and miscommunications. And you can do this with a contract of sorts, a service agreement. I like to do service agreements. So over email or a Zoom call, we will talk about the expectations and what is required of me. I will write it up and then have the client review it and make sure we're all on the same page. You can continue to create a good relationship by engaging in short and friendly conversation and showing your client that you are thankful for the opportunity they have given you. This is important when you do email communication or Zoom communication. You want to be thankful and grateful that you have this opportunity. Another freelance writing niche mistake you might be making is that your niche is too general. You're willing to take any job that comes your way. No matter the topic. You might do home decor or finance loans or Brazilian hotels and more. While writing about a variety of topics sounds like fun, and it's necessary when you first start out as a freelance writer, this isn't a sustainable option. The money you will receive as a jack of all trades will be substantially less than marketing yourself as an expert writer. For example, an expert B2B software as a service writer. If you're a brand new writer, pick no more than 3 writing niches and create writing samples around those topics. So for example, let's say you like alternative health, which is a growing and rising niche in 2022. I do have a video on the rising niches for 2022. Single parenting and careers. So some ideas around alternative health, 4 simple ways to live holistically for the year. Single parenting, 5 single parent loans you need to know. And careers, 5 in-demand careers in IT that pay big. Now, these writing samples don't have to be super long or in-depth. These are list posts, which are easy to digest, and clients can get a clear picture of what you provide in those list pieces of content. From your research, you might realize that alternative health writing might be something easy to write about or that you wanted to learn more about. And that could be your starting niche. And you can see where it takes you. Now, over time, you can refine your niche this way. You might find down the road that alternative health isn't what you thought it would be, but you like the wellness aspect of it, so you pick up clients in the health and wellness aspect. Another mistake you might be making with your writing niche is that it's not profitable. If you want to write book reviews or write about writing, you may have a hard time getting more than, let's say, 8 cents a word. There are some niches that don't have products or services tied to them, and if they do, they aren't popular. I'm not saying that you can't be profitable if you write about book reviews or you write about writing. I'm just saying that for new writers, it might be hard to get into that industry. So the only way those niches can be profitable is with the clientele. So if there's an editing company, they may need writers. So think like Grammarly. So finding the top tier clients in lesser known niches can help you out to making more money with your niche. I want you to make a list of clients in your niche and work your way up from clients that are easy to find and easy to land gigs with to your top tier clients. So it might look like this. At the bottom, you're going to write about writing on sites about writing. Then you're going to pitch to authors that need content about writing. Then you're going to go to writing tools, pen companies, pencil companies, office equipment companies, and write about writing. Finally, your top tier client is something like Grammarly. Another mistake you might be making with your freelance writing niche is that it's taking too long to write the piece of content. So if you decided on a niche, you might find that it's taking you, let's say 12 plus hours to write 2,000 words. You end up practically writing for free once it takes that long to write it. Now, examples of niches that require this long form writing are SEO content, B2B, digital marketing, food and recipe, and ghostwriting books. Now consider changing niches altogether. If you find that writing about insurance loans, for example, takes forever because you're bored with the topic, and that's okay. You need to discover all these different topics and see what sticks with you. It's also a good idea to take typing tests and try to type every single day. You can write blog posts on Medium or social media posts on Facebook and things like that. Finally, you want to have a swipe file of important stats and figures. These are my swipe files. I have two, one for digital marketing and one for work at home balance, mompreneur type of stats. Another freelance writing niche mistake you might be making is that you didn't define your ideal client, right? A lot of your writing niche mistakes stem from not knowing who your client is. We just discussed this. For example, you can write for your friend and then a home decor blogger and then a home decor site and then big brands. So listing out all those different types of clients and then ordering them in your sort of client ladder so that you have your ideal client at the top and an easy type of gig at the bottom. For example, my new service, email writing, my clients look like this. I started with mompreneurs. And then I moved on to coaches pretty quickly, and info product owners. I'm sort of in that realm, and I'm slowly moving to micro influencers. So these are not influencers, but micro that have like maybe less than millions of followers kind of thing. I'm going to go to small businesses in the software as a service industry, and then I'm going to write emails for notable software as a service brands. A freelance writing niche mistake you might be making is that you pick something and you have absolutely no experience in it, but that it shows that you have no experience. It's perfectly okay to pick a niche you have absolutely no experience in. This is what I did. Before picking digital marketing as my niche, I was a mom to twins. I went to university to study psychology and was trained in applied behavioral analysis therapy for children with autism. I did not take business classes, and I earned a C for my creative writing class. So you might have a similar background. But instead of promoting your services, you pick a niche you want to learn about, let's say eco-friendly makeup, and nowhere on your writer website do you show that you want to be an eco-friendly makeup writer. So how do you fix this? If you pick a niche or industry you don't know much about, I want you to position your writer website as if you do know about it. Mention that you are for hire and mention your niche instead of mentioning sub niches and what clients get when they hire you. So for example, you might just put you provide up-to-date facts on your niche, you write conversationally, you have clickable headlines, and you have a fast turnaround time. So no matter the niche you pick, you can perform these tasks and mention them on your writer website. Again, this is what I did in the beginning. I didn't have a clear niche, so I just mentioned all these facts about my writing that I can do for you. A freelance writing niche mistake you might be making is that you just pick something for the sake of picking something. If the writing niche you picked is something you really don't enjoy writing about, you picked it because that's all you know, you will not make it as a freelance writer. Within the first 3 years, half of writers fail. This is what I've seen with subscribers and course students of mine. An example might be because you're a nurse, and so you quit nursing because you hate it now, and you end up writing about it anyways, because that's all you know. So how do you fix this? You need to explore different writing niches and services to see what you might be interested in. It's okay not to leverage your experience or contacts when you become a freelance writer. And the way to find different writing niches to explore is to pick up my free guide, Booming Writing Niches. I've added 12 more niches that are needed for 2022. So make sure to pick up that guide. All right, and those are the bad mistakes you might be making with your writing niche. Tell me in the comments below if you made these mistakes or if you're having trouble finding your writing niche. And I'll see you in the next video.